OMG, Kevin Jr. is on a rampage, taking revenge on anyone who messed with his mom, Wendy Williams, and this time Ray J is in the hot seat. You all know about his messy relationship with Wendy, but Kevin Jr. is holding Ray J responsible for Wendy's health issues. Kevin Hunter allegedly stated that Ray J was the one who made Wendy a drug addict, supplying her with drugs all the time. So it's a huge mess, and Kevin Jr. isn't holding back. He's suing Ray J for drugging Wendy Williams, even when doctors warned her not to take drugs. Kevin Jr. claims Ray J is the one who brought Wendy to this dire situation. He wants Ray J behind bars or at least heavily penalized for his actions. Let's see what Kevin Hunter exposed about Ray J's involvement in drugging Wendy. Stick around to get all the juicy details about this scandal. Y'all, there's been a whole lot of drama going on around Wendy Williams lately, with some real shady business coming to light. But y'all better buckle up, cause this latest tea about Ray J is just wild. Wendy's ex, Kevin Hunter, dropped a major bomb saying Ray J might have had something to do with her recent health issues. Allegedly, he was supplying her with substances even though he knew about her long struggle with addiction. Kevin didn't hold back, exposing what he called Ray J's shady ties to Wendy. Now, let's get into the juicy details. Kevin ain't the only one spilling the tea on Ray J and Wendy. Stunna Girl was actually the first to air the dirty laundry. She and Ray J been beefing hard, with Stunna calling him out for supposedly mistreating women he worked with. She even went as far as accusing him of some real shady behavior, saying, "You pay for hoes all day, but won't pay your team, your professional John. You was just gassing Sooks saying you had her sign an NDA after you got some of the cat. Bees can't be on your network lest they intimately pleasing you. You're the biggest creep of them all." Ray J's been keeping quiet with all these wild and shady allegations flying around. Y'all know Hollywood ain't new to tales of powerful men using their clout for favors. This drama's been brewing for a while, and it hit a high point when Stunna came through with some serious accusations, saying Ray J made Wendy's substance struggles even worse. We all know the battles women face with addiction are no joke, and Stunna ain't holding back, claiming Ray J had a hand in making Wendy's situation even more difficult. Instead of constantly being worried about me, Ray J needs to focus on what he did to Wendy Williams. She ain't been the same since you took her on that binge, gang. This news stirred up a whole storm of controversy, especially with all the talk about women's health issues these days. And just to add more fuel to the fire, back in February, her team dropped another bomb. Turns out Wendy's been diagnosed with dementia. They said, in 2023, after undergoing a battery of medical tests, Wendy was officially diagnosed with primary progressive aphasia and frontotemporal dementia (FTD). Her symptoms, which combined impact her language and communication behavior and cognitive functions, have already presented significant hurdles in Wendy's life. Y'all, this news hit hard, but let's be real, it wasn't totally out of nowhere with all the whispers leading up to the official reveal. Wendy's been fighting this addiction battle for what feels like forever. So maybe we shouldn't have been completely shocked, but for ages, fans were quick to judge, dragging her for not kicking her addiction. That was just unfair, because we all know kicking addiction ain't no walk in the park. Then things got real dark when we found out her inner circle was making things worse, practically handing her drinks and making money off her struggles. One of the first to spill the tea was DJ Buff, Wendy's show DJ. Remember back in 2020 when he suddenly left the show without a word? Yeah, that had everyone buzzing. DJ Buff, Wendy's longtime DJ, walked away because he couldn't stand watching producers and managers just stand by while Wendy was going through it without lifting a finger to help.
Halloween costume contest. We do it every year. It's always a lot of fun. Let's get started. Our first caress.
A fan commented on the Instagram and said, "Wendy, you need to stop your show and seriously get help. Your camp is just watching you spiral instead of helping you. Shame on them." Another fan commented on this and said, "She don't listen to them, probably why DJ Booth left the show." Then DJ Booth himself replied to this fan and said, "Yep, exactly. And it would all come out. Y'all have no idea what's really going on. And everyone there is afraid to speak up because they don't want to lose their jobs. This is going to play out bad. I feel sorry for the workers. Have a blessed day." Y'all, rumors been swirling that Wendy's inner circle might have actually encouraged her addiction. thinking it would make her easier to control mentally. Even though she tried rehab and spent time in a halfway house, she just couldn't break free. Now, with Stunna stirring the pot with all these new revelations, fans are wondering if Ray J might have been one of those enablers. Just to catch y'all up, Wendy and Ray J been close for years, sparking whispers every now and then about something more than just friendship, maybe even a secret romance. They both always said they're just good friends, but the dynamics are definitely interesting. Ray J's been a constant presence during Wendy's tough times, always popping up in photos with her, sometimes looking distant herself. Now, let me be clear. I ain't confirmating Stunna's accusations about Ray J's role in Wendy's struggles as fact. I'm just passing on the buzz and speculation. Still, fans can't help but notice a strange and kinda eerie pattern. Ray J seems to have a knack for being around female celebrities during their battles with substance issues. Take Whitney Houston, a true icon who faced her own struggles, especially towards the end of her life. But hey, nobody's flawless, and who was right there with her through it all? You got it, Ray J, just like with Wendy. Ray J and Whitney shared a close bond that sparked all kinds of speculation about something more than friendship. Some folks even labeled him her boy toy. Ray J consistently denied these rumors, saying they were just friends. In the days leading up to Whitney's tragic overdose, they were spotted together, fueling endless gossip about their relationship. Ray J was one of the last people to see Whitney alive, adding another layer to the mystery around their connection. And as for Whitney's autopsy, it revealed some unsettling inconsistencies that suggested there might have been more to her story than what was initially disclosed. She had superficial abrasions on her forehead and nose, along with cuts on her left arm, hand, and shoulder. Furthermore, pathologist Deborah Wecht pointed out a real puzzling detail from Whitney Houston's autopsy. The water in the bathtub where she was found was nearly boiling, making it highly unlikely for her to have been able to comfortably sit in it. This revelation cast some serious doubt on the conclusions from the final autopsy report. Wecht said straight up, "There's no way she would have sat in that boiling water," he said. "I think that this lady fell into the water. She was unconscious, declared when she fell into the tub. I do not believe that the death was due to drowning." Then there's this disturbingly report from a private investigator revealing defensive wounds on Whitney's body, a claim backed up by Jaguar Wright, who insists Whitney didn't die in a bathtub like they said.
She was beat. They saw her body. She didn't just die in a tub, like she was beat.
Naturally, fans are now speculating about Ray J's possible involvement with Whitney. Given the recent mental health revelations, some folks are wondering if Ray J could have played a role in that situation too. Meanwhile, Kevin Hunter ain't holding back. He seems to be confirming allegations that Ray J might have been involved in Wendy's struggles. Say what you will about Kevin Hunter, but one thing's for sure, he's been by Wendy's side from the jump and likely knows the full story. However, Kevin's credibility is shaky due to his history with Wendy, where his motives might have been less than noble, especially when it comes to her money. He's spilling stuff like, "Wendy was in rehab and these people just stopped depositing my money cold turkey. These people have tried to starve me out. At the end of the day, I earned that money and I'm not letting them take it. I know she is not in a good place and she is surrounded by people who are taking advantage of her condition, including the so-called guardianship." He also tried to take Wendy's money when he called her out for not paying him alimony, saying, "I have fallen behind on most of my bills. I'm behind on credit card payments because I have no money since the severance payments were suspended. My life has been greatly affected since the plaintiff stopped making payments under a settlement agreement. The fact that I am unable to sustain my life and pay my bills in order is extremely urgent to me. I cannot pay my bills and sustain my day-to-day living." Given Kevin's complicated history with Wendy, he might not be the most reliable source on this matter. Yet, he's been a constant presence in Wendy's life since the beginning. According to him, Ray J allegedly serves as Wendy's handler, supposedly responsible for her recurrent stints in rehab. Allegedly, every time Wendy comes out of rehab ready to start fresh, Ray J reappears with new substances, pulling her back into that destructive cycle. Kevin suggests that powerful figures in the industry prefer Wendy subdued because it makes her easier to control. This bombshell from Kevin stirred up a storm among fans, sparking all kinds of discussion and debate. And this fan commented, Ray J is clearly a handler. They send him to monitor things or finish the job, because why is he always around the biggest celebrities at their lowest moments? Other fans said, what Stunna Girl says about Ray J putting Wendy Williams on a drug binge doesn't surprise me, because when Whitney Houston passed, I heard the same rumors of him being involved in her relapse. And very interesting that some girl is coming out of nowhere, implying that Ray J has something to do with Wendy Williams' current condition, especially due to the fact that he happened to be the person Whitney Houston right before her death. But I'm curious to hear your take on all of this. Do y'all believe Kevin Hunter's claims, or do you think it's just another way for him to get his hands on Wendy's money? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and make sure you stay tuned for the next video.